I want to ask you from the mentality standpoint, when you guys were struggling a little bit and you're trying to get the system down and everybody's trying to get familiar with everyone, and now that that's kind of happened, what has been the biggest difference between this basketball team?
Like playing wise, or I think we really got that chemistry with the post player, like finally hitting Zoe. At the beginning of the season, we were looking at her, but our passes just weren't there. This last week and a half, we really focused on when the right time to hit her and whenever she's open and stuff, and so that really clicked for us in the last two games. And obviously Zoe's had two really good games, and it helps since we were able to hit her with such good passes, and with her finishing and everything, that really clicked for us.
It does take time to get that chemistry together, and sometimes it happens earlier, sometimes it happens later. Your guys' mentality now has changed a little bit, I'm sure, because now you're thinking, if we can get on a little bit of a roll here, a possibility of getting into that HCAC playoffs is not out of the question.
Yeah, our confidence definitely has picked up. We've gotten the last two wins, and going in on Wednesday, BLUFFTON lost to Manchester by 3, so we think we have a really good chance to, or vice versa, Manchester lost him by 3. So the first time we played him, it wasn't that far out of reach. We were in it the first half, so our mentality is we can be with the whole season though. We can stay with the team. It's just the fact of actually doing it. But now that we've seen it happen a couple times, I think our confidence is up.
You've had some games that you've been in, and they've gotten away from you maybe a little bit in the second half. What does it take for you guys to win some of those close games that you're really going to need down the stretch when you're looking at maybe your last 8 games of the season?
I think it just takes seeing our shots go in. Where the last couple of games we've been seeing them go in, so in those tight moments, if we can believe we've hit these shots before, so now we can hit them in this tight time, I think that'll help.
You have to really like your defense, though, at this stage. I mean, you're turning people over and turning that into points, and that certainly makes the offense a lot easier. What has been the biggest difference in getting that defense rolling?
I think, at least for me, Coach is after every game, she compliments our defense so much, so then once after hearing it every day, your defense is good, that's gonna make you win games. For me at least, I've been all right, focused a lot on defense. Just the offense will get going, but if we keep doing defense, that'll turn into points.
It takes a different mentality to really want to play defense, because bottom line, it doesn't get in the box score very often. It's not fun a lot of times, not sexy. I mean, it's just something that's down and dirty. You guys' mentality is, we're going to work hard at this and make it pay off.
Yeah, that's basically it. We just want to not let them get as many shots up, or if they do get a shot up, make sure we rebound and box out. At the beginning of the season, we were doing a good job of rebounding. It kind of got away from us for a little bit, but that's been a big focus the last couple practices, is rebounding and getting back to not giving up so many O boards.
You talk about your role on the team and what is your expectation yourself, and then maybe what's the coaches' staff expectations, what they want to see you do the rest of the year.
I think my role on the team is get Zoe the ball as much. If I'm open, shoot it. I try not to shoot it too much, if I'm not hitting or whatever, but just be a good team player, get rebounds on defense, and just keep the energy up on the team.
I want to ask you, when you speak of the difference between the shooting and the passing, and it's a fine line, because some players aren't really sure what is a good time to shoot or pass. Is that something you've been pretty good at, and you kind of get a feel as the game goes along?
Yeah, I think sometimes coaches want me to shoot more whenever I'm open, but I haven't crossed over that line yet. I still maybe pass it an extra time to another teammate, and I don't know, sometimes.
That probably comes from not being, the selfish side of it and everything, but I'm sure sometimes they like you to be a little more selfish, right?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know if I can cross over that line.
Hey, last thing, when you talk about Wednesday, you go on the road. Do you feel you guys play better on the road now that, because you don't have the home crowd and all that pressure? You guys play okay on the road?
Yeah, I think we do. We beat Defiance on the road, so we've got a road game under our belt. The last time we played BLUFFTON, I don't remember the student section or anything being too bad, so people kind of still view us as underdogs. So